Okay, let's see what we can do with this one. Actually, we're going to make it a bit smaller than 400. Silly user interface. Okay, let's see what we have. Well, we just got a little bit of something there, look like a hair or something. Just see it there, I don't know. Anyway, what are we photocopying here? We got here, I think it's a pencil case. Oh, it's got rainbow zip. Didn't notice that. That's interesting. Never seen a zip like that. We're interested in the stars. So I'm going to put the stars on the glass. But yeah, I've never seen a zip with that sort of coloration. That's interesting. It's an interesting style of zip. Anyway, that looks interesting. I've got that little flash there. Maybe we could still use it. Movement piece. So I'm missing a loved one, folks. I'm really longing to find him, and I'm trying to make these demos that are intended for the primetime news. Trying to get it out there, trying to get my work out there. Really miss this person. His name's Luigi, and it really hurts to be away from him for as long as I have been. Anyway, that looks interesting. Some of those stars look nicely funny, interesting like. I think we can enlarge that one, or maybe not. I think I've got to make this a bit bigger. Going back to a larger enlargement. Going to go at 200 now. But basically I'm really missing this person, Luigi, really badly. I'm trying to get this stuff to go to air, despite COVID-19 being the main puller of the news. Let's see how that looks. That looks interesting. It looks a bit minimalist, these flying stars. Trying to think which one I'm going to use. I'm going to use this. I do like the look of that. That could be utilised. So I'm going to pull it up 400%. But basically I'm really lonely without him, and it's really difficult trying to get in touch with him. So the only way I can see that we're going to get in touch is to go to air. And that's the only way I can see that is going to be fit for me to get myself, my video work, to get out there to him. yeah, that looks interesting. We just got the top of it up there. But I'm basically lonely and really doing it tough without him. Trying my best to do this, to get this stuff out there. I'm just going to pull that down. But basically it does get lonely, it does get desolate. I feel anxiety and depression pretty much, well, every day in some way, shape. So I don't feel happy, I'm not contented. I'm feeling this loneliness is making me sick. Loneliness can make people very ill. It can drive people mad. This loneliness is not for me, it's not my cup of tea. I'm not a loner. Some people are natural loners, but there's not many people who are actually like that. Most people want company. There are very few people that want to be constantly on their own. There are advantages to it, you know. To be honest, I'd rather be alone than to be in bad company. And I've been in bad company. That's even more destructive than loneliness, but loneliness is still a destructive force, make no mistake. It's not a good thing to have to deal with all the time. Dealing with the loneliness and the sense of desolation that you have, being away from someone you truly love. I'm still trying to make an effort to be happy. I try to pull myself up by the bootstraps, so as to speak. I'm starting to listen to music again more often in the attempt to make something of it. You know, trying to just to beat the depression and the anxiety that I have being without Luigi. But yeah, it does hurt, folks. It does hurt being away from a loved one. This looks interesting. It looks a bit curly because we've got lots of black toner, which means a really thick coverage. So it makes it really difficult to stop it from curling. But it really gets really lonely, and loneliness kills, folks. Loneliness is deadly. Most people don't seem to realise. I used to have friends that I used to know when I was young, and I had problems which were the same problems that split me up with Luigi before we had a chance to start. And basically they deserted me in 2004, 2005, and they did that, and they should know that. They shouldn't have deserted me, because loneliness is, as I said, is deadly. And these people have probably contributed to my sickness, for all we know. For all I know, you know. And they didn't want to know me because I fucked up. So I'm angry at the past, I'm angry at myself, and I'm angry at them for not wanting to look after, be my friend, be my confidant. I know it was hard. I became unworkable as a person, and they still probably don't want to know me. Can't be bothered. I've moved on. Anyway, that looks really nice. I think now we can call this demo quits.